Hey everybody, happy Wednesday. This is Jake from jakeandjoy.com, and this is Wake Up Your Badass, and we do this every Wednesday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific, and I got animals around me. Every time I do one of these shows, they come in to see what I'm doing. And today we're going to be talking about finding your avatar. We're going to talk about how your avatar is different from your target market, and I'm going to bring my mom on here. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. So there's a very big difference between the two, and we want to help you distinguish that and figure out what your avatar is. Hi.
Hi. Is that too dark?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, you do this every week.
I know, but I try new places every week. And you can't tell until it's actually on.
Your face is really
different.
dark. That's a little bit better. There you go. That's better.
How's that?
Yeah, it's better.
Is it perfect?
Yes.
Okay. Hi.
Go for it.
I'm up on the pool because it's freakishly hot. I'm Joy from jakeandjoy.com, and this is our show, Wake Up Your Badass. Today is Wednesday, August 8th, which is a kind of auspicious day. It's 8/8/18. And today, like Jake said, we're going to talk about how to identify who your avatar is, how to create that avatar, and the difference between that and a target market. So if you're just jumping on here, let us know where you're jumping on from. Give us some love. We'd love to know who you are, where you are, and all of that. You can also tell us a little bit about yourself if you want. So I'm in my backyard today because I am roasting hot. Just got back from an epic trip. Jake and I combined a lot of business, and then I went on and did a lot of personal stuff. Went to weddings and sang in a wedding, and just like tons and tons and tons of stuff. But I'm home, and I'm home for one day. And tomorrow, Jake and I are going off to LA to learn a bunch more stuff to come back and teach to you. So that's our commitment to you, is that we really want to keep you on the cutting edge. So we go out first and we get the stuff, right?
Yep.
And then we come back and we teach you.
Yep. And you should also tilt your camera down. You have like this much of your face in the window. Can you see that? There we go. You can see your whole face.
Is that good?
And then come in this way. You're like on the very edge of your screen. No, other way.
Which way?
Other way. That way. No, leave it. Jeez.
Is that good?
No. Oh my God.
How's that?
That's a lot better. Now don't touch it. Don't move and don't touch it.
I'm not even going to do these anymore with you. You suck.
Me either.
All right, we're going out on our own. It's a solo act. It won't be anywhere near as much fun. All right.
That's true.
So let's talk a little bit about, so I sent out an email. If you get our email list, give us a 1 in the comment section below if you're in our email list. And if you're not in our email list and you want to be, Jake, can they just click on the link?
At the top of our profile, there's a blue button that says sign up. You can sign up to be part of our email list. You'll also get our free boot camp that goes into a lot of the stuff that we train on, and then you'll be automatically put into our email list, which is awesome. Oh, and hi Angela from Minnesota. Awesome. Nice to have you here.
And guys, if you don't like getting our emails, we're not offended by you unsubscribing. And just a little tip, if you have an email list, you pay for everybody that's on your email list. So if people don't want to be on your email list, they're free to go. And you just want to be able to always provide valuable content. And that's our desire, is that we're always providing you with valuable content. So you want to engage with us and you want to stay on our list. But this morning I sent out a message about the live video that we were going to do today, and I was talking about the movie Avatar. Do any of you remember seeing that movie 10 years ago? Jake, do you remember that? Can you remember that far back?
It's like one of my favorite movies of all time. Like I love that movie. I love it.
Yeah, our family on Christmas Day, we always go to see a movie, and that was our movie 10 years ago, or 9 years ago, whenever it came out. And it was a really fantastic movie. But if you guys recall, so the main character is going into a population as a virtual being, right? And it's not enough for him to just know about this virtual culture that he's going into. He has to actually, he has to become a character. He has to actually become a character. Because if he just went in there blindly, being one of the people, he wouldn't have been able to get the connection with the other, what are their names? I can't remember their names.
I forget what they're called. I forget what they're called too. Yeah. I forget what they're called.
Anyway, he wouldn't have been able to make that relationship and get all the cool data that there was from being, and like, so the movie became so much more rich, and the story became much more rich, and his knowledge became that much more valuable, which in the end was not a good thing, but because then he became vulnerable to the bad guy getting him. But how he got to know all that information was because he created this avatar. So it's very, 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 did I say very different from knowing who your target market is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your target market is like, if you're working in health and wellness, for example, your target might be, well, give a couple examples, Jake, of some target markets for health and wellness products.
It could be athletes, could be fitness professionals, could be CrossFitters. Yeah. Could be
people who want to lose weight.
Lose weight. Yeah.
Could be new moms. Could be former athletes that are getting fat. It could be baby boomers that are looking to stay healthier. Could be cancer survivors. Could be people who are adopting a plant-based diet for the first time. So you see that there's all this broad stuff that you could have, right? And for your product or for your service or even for your opportunity. So it could be really broad that way. Then you want to start to narrow it down. And if you're taking out Facebook ads, right now, give us a 2 in the comment section below. Even if it's just even if it's a likes campaign.
Yeah, and let me just say hi to some people. Cheryl, hi. Ann Margaret from Copenhagen. We got Marie.
Hi, Ann Margaret.
Marie from Kuwait.
Wow.
Awesome. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cheryl, so at the top of our profile, at the top of our fan page, right below our banner picture, there's a blue button that says sign up, where normally people have, like, says message me or whatever. Click that, and that gets you into our email page. At the very top of our profile, not in this video, at the very top of our actual page is there.
Cool. Okay. So you, if you have a Facebook ad or a likes ad or anything like that, Facebook is going to walk you through how to choose a more targeted market, right? They're going to ask you to choose an age range. And you don't want to say, like, the world is my market, because even though you may think that the world is your market, when you do that, you get nothing. Right. You get
right. And I know that seems counterintuitive, right? It seems counterintuitive to narrow your scope, but the more narrow you can get, the more success you're going to have. The easier it is to get clear on who you're actually trying to attract. And it feels counterintuitive, but just trust us.
Yeah. And we'll actually do a training on that and how to, like, create, your own personal brand. I'm doing that, but that'll be after we have a few more weeks of this, how to get yourself started in the first place. So, like, really identifying. So Jake and I really predominantly want to work with women. And especially because if you guys have ever taken out Facebook ads or you have a Facebook page, you get a lot of creepos that are writing to you and they, want to date you, or, how are they even going to date you? You live in another country. They're just, they just got a lot of time on their hands. So we just like to get rid of them right away. We want to work with women primarily, and primarily we choose to work with women who are between, what's our age range, Jake?
Our age range. So our age range is usually you want to go 10 years below and 10 years above your age range. So I think our age range is well, and we adjusted a little bit. Ours is, I think, 23 to like 55, I think, is our age range. And we kind of keep it. And then what Facebook does is it tells you, like, which age groups are responding best to your ad, and so you can adjust it as you go.
Also, unless you speak a bunch of different languages, you probably only want to be advertising in the countries that you speak that language.
Right.
So for us, that's Canada, Ireland, Britain, Australia, and really Canada, Australia, and the US are our top. We do Ireland as well, and the UK.
We do the UK. Yeah. Okay.
And then you also want to choose the topics that are of interest to you, because, so if you're into health and wellness, you probably want to choose people who are looking for recipes, people who are looking for fitness tips, stuff like that. So you really want to get it narrowed down. Then once you get that, like, this is the market that I want to work in, then you're going to start to create an avatar, and you're going to get into James Cameron land there. And we're going to talk more about that in our Facebook group, Wake Up Your Badass. So if you're part of that group, hop over there right after this, and I'm going to go into a little bit more detail about how to actually create that avatar from knowing this is your target market. Now, don't apply to be in our group if you're in our parent company, because number one, if you're not in our organization, they ask us not to train you. So if you're on here, you're getting stuff that we shouldn't be telling you. But also, you have to answer 3 questions. So if you say, I tried to get in your group and I applied and you didn't answer the questions, there's 3 simple questions. We just want to know how to serve you better. So you have to answer those questions, go back in and answer them, and then you can become part of our group. We're getting ready this fall to have a really exciting contest that we're going to have that's going to propel your business forward, and you're going to want your teams to be part of this. So make sure that you jump into that group, Wake Up Your Badass. And Jake, is there a link to that, or they just need to put in Wake Up Your Badass?
Or I will put a link. I'll edit to put a link into the
okay. Video. So we're going to talk a little bit more about how to create your specific avatar from your target market. We already covered, here's how to identify your target market. And I hope that was an aha for you. If it was an aha for you, give us a 3 in the comments below. Like if you were just like trying to market to the world and now you're like, oh, I actually should choose some different parameters. Give us a 3 down below. And then go ahead.
And you know, one thing to think about is, you know, you might want to consider, you know, your target market could be who you are, right? So you might think that way, that like your target market is who you are. So like, you know, if you're a stay-at-home mom, you might not be, your target market might not be young single dudes, right? So you want to think, or might not be, you know, fitness trainers, unless you were one. But if you were one, you might, you know, so you might want to think about. I know that you can't recruit those people. You can, but you might want to have your focus be like someone that you are, who relates to you and who you relate to. It doesn't have to be. That's who you might think about.
It could also be someone that you have been in the past. Like I was a single mom, so I can market to the young single moms because I really identify with them and I want to help them. And even though Jake isn't a mom yet, she wants to be a mom, and so she can really identify with moms. But maybe you are a guy that maybe you're selling you know, health and wellness, and you want to be selling it to guys. You want to be selling it to guys who are after getting big muscles, and, you know, or maybe you're just marketing your opportunity more than anything else. And so you really get into that mindset, and we'll go into greater detail over the next couple of weeks. And we'll also go into greater detail in our group. But the last thing that I want to finish with today, because I don't want to talk much longer, but I want to talk about the difference between top down and bottom-up marketing. And if you know what that means, give me a 4 in the comments below, and you can actually write that in if you know what the difference is between top-down and bottom-up marketing. Jake, you want to give people a clue?
No, that's all you.
That's all me? Okay.
Yeah.
So this is really important, and we're going to give you some worksheets to work on in our group. But top-down marketing is when you are not really sure what product you want to market. You're not with a network marketing company yet, or you know that you want to make it in the world of network marketing or online marketing or direct sales, but you don't quite know yet what you want to do. So you're going to have to do some market research to find out what your niche is. Bottom up is when you already have a product, a service, or an opportunity that you're marketing, and then you still need to do some market research, and we'll go into a lot more detail of that over the next coming weeks. But you're going to be working from the bottom up. You're going to want to find out who are your competitors out there. Who are people that are selling a product similar to yours with similar techniques? What are they doing that's working? What might you do to differentiate yourself from that market? So top-down marketing versus bottom-up marketing. So today, your assignment for today is, if you're not in our group and you want to be, jump over to our Wake Up Your Badass. And if you're not with our parent company and you answer 3 questions, we'll let you in. And even if you can't get into our group, we want you to do these 2 assignments. Number 1, identify who your target market is in a really big way. And you could go through actually setting up a pretend Facebook ad. Right now, if you don't have a Facebook fan page, I recommend that you start one. Do you recommend that too, Jake?
Yeah. If you're in network marketing or affiliate marketing or online marketing, and you're trying to use Facebook to build your business, which if you're watching us, you probably are, then you definitely want to get started on a fan page.
And it's not to say that you can't do it through a personal page. It's just there's certain things that you can learn how to do on a fan page that you cannot do on a personal page that we can teach you here. And you could just practice on your fan page to begin with. And one of the first things, the easiest thing to do with your fan page is to take out a likes campaign. on your fan page. And we'll go over that in the coming weeks, but just start playing around with that. It doesn't cost you anything. Don't mention your parent company when you're starting your fan page. You know, it could be just a customer support page. There's lots of things that you can do on it, but that would be assignment number one. And so you start to identify who your target market is so that you can get to work on that avatar. And then the second thing is identify whether or not you are a top-down or a bottom-up marketer right now. Do you already have a product and so you're working from the bottom up, or are you looking for a product opportunity or service to market and so you're top down? And let us know. You can private message us or just post on the page. But that's all we've got for today in this episode of Wake Up Your Badass. We hope that you'll subscribe to our channel and get our emails, and we'll keep you abreast of all the new stuff that we've got. Jake, what else do you got today?
That's it. That's all we got.
We're
gonna be down in LA for a marketing conference this weekend, but we will be going live again on Friday as we go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and we're so excited to bring you some of the gems that we learned. We can't wait.
That's right. We're Jake and Joy from jakeandjoy.com.
See you later.
Friday.
Bye.